Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Manager 23. This is episode 35. We are entering our first ever position where we're in charge of a national team. And in this case, it's the U.S. Women's Juniors. Terrible selection. I mean, this is a really, really weak season. We're going to be lucky to do literally anything. In terms of the juniors, only 2 players in the top 50. One at 20th. That's it. Women in the juniors ranks. That's it. I have 3 senior players. All of them that have barely played, barely picked up a point in terms of quality. We were 2.5 stars still in the juniors with Clarice. There's a single 2-star talent. This is a horribly weak group, and when you look at morale, they've got it. Fitness, they've got it. But form, none of them are looking great. A couple of them are looking pretty bad. The other players that I had to choose from were even worse. So expectations are really low. But considering that the U.S. is constantly either winning or finishing second or maybe a semifinal loss at worst, this could be a come to Jesus kind of moment for the club or for the organization. What do you call that? For the national team. As this is looking like first round exit. Lucky to not be first round exit. I mean, really lucky to not be first round exit. I think we are going to be significant underdogs no matter who we go up against. But first, we've gotten Thurman into a final. She's the 1 seed here. She's up against the 6 seed. Not a huge gap between them, 49-73 in terms of the rankings. But of course, Thurman was much higher ranked than this not long ago. Now, if you remember to the last episode where we were form hunting and we took 3 tiny tournaments with back-to-back-to-back wins, and we finally got Clarice some form. Now, we step up that challenge and go, okay, can you win a proper tournament now? It's still a small tournament. This is not a big tournament. The opposition is beatable. Clarice should come out on top. But let's go see if she can seal the deal. Claim the points. Worth 160. That's going to see her ranking jump again if she can get the win. Even if not, 95 for making the final is pretty good. Clara Towson, our opponent, as much as we've been having a bad season, she's very much just a 500 player, so this is a big opportunity for us. She does have 8 titles, but again, it's been a very, very quiet year.
First set. 4, second service.
But she comes in with a huge mental advantage on us as we show up troubled kind of across the board. Clarice just cannot handle big moments. Why? Well, we covered this one previously, right? That the untrainable mental attributes that develop over time just aren't developing at all for Clarice. I mean, they've gone up twice in this entire series. That's it. She is very, very weak when it comes to the killer instinct and finishing games off, finishing sets off. She's very capable. And then she gets into that position to finish the deal and doesn't know how. Here she leads 30-40. It's a chance to break. And you can see how easily she ends up getting beaten. And so she'll go to deuce and then take control again and get that advantage and then doesn't know how to finish it off. So here she is. Advantage. How will she play? Right down the middle. Absolutely no, like everything going right down the middle. 3, 4 balls all down the middle. 5 balls. That still wasn't in the corner. So we do break her. That's a good start. Does give us the advantage. But it shows. It shows. She gets to a final and mentally is ill-prepared. She gets to that chance to either break or to close out a game and struggles. She'll get in that strong position and then just doesn't know how to finish it off. I think if we are going to see some sort of progression of Thurman, it's got to come with at least one more of those sudden upticks, and those are going to come from either winning some medium level tournament or getting a deep run at a slam or World Tour Finals, something along those lines, because we just do not have. We've won plenty of small tournaments and never seen the uptick, right? Like her first or second ever junior title got her first uptick. That happened in season 1, I believe. Pretty sure it was season 1. Since that time, one kind of sort of run in a slam is the only time she's ever seen an increase to it. All that time in between, all those years go by, and that's only the second one she's had. And right now, you know, you can't buy form, so how is she supposed to get a deep run into those tournaments? It's weird. And she struggles with form because she doesn't have that. And her skill is massively outshined her rate of growth when it came to the mentals. So that's one thing that doesn't seem to be balanced. Like, what was it going to be? Win some junior slams and that would have been it? Well, she didn't have what she needed to do with that then either. Kind of weird. But we are playing on you know, the hardest settings we could possibly be playing on. So maybe that's a factor. Maybe if we weren't playing on the hardest settings imaginable, as we trail 30-40 here in kind of a to keep your game on track situation, you really need this one. We already lost that last game. You don't want to go right back to 2-2. Great serve there. But then you have the chance to finish her off, and we don't. It takes her hitting the net to give us the game. And that's the thing. It's like we don't hit the winner very often. It's the just don't lose. Keep it going until somebody... But, you know, and then we get flat-footed. And it's just... You can tell. You can definitely tell that Clarice is just not at her best. At 3-2, we got to hold serve and do at 4-2, so that keeps us in that driver's seat. For now, we haven't looked like breaking her, and we certainly haven't looked too dangerous either when it's come the other way. But here we are, second chance to break, and it's set point. Don't finish it off there, though, as she attacks the net. Back to deuce. We'll let the set play out, or the game play out the rest of the way, but just like that, she's on top. Oh, double fault, just wide. Very, very close. That, as much as the edge of the ball mark was showing, the ball mark is wider than the ball itself. I don't think that one had touched the line. It does look like it was a correct call, but she wins the game, so she battles back. Now 5-4. So now with service, we're gonna have to finish it off this way. We'll go ×2 speed, not 3. I suppose this is ×5, really, but you know, you get the point. Here we are, set point with service this time. Ooh, had it, didn't get it, but we get it on the next ball. There it is. So first set is ours. Oh, and we break her on the first game once again to get that early advantage. This one playing out almost identical to to the previous set, until for the first time all day we've been broke. But 3 games all. Now we're playing on that back foot again. With 1 break each, it's made things a bit tighter here. 5-5. Oh, we nearly broke with almost every game she served. We nearly broke her. I think all but 1 game there we nearly broke her. But it goes to tiebreaker. And we give up the first point. But now with serve, we've been on the back foot the entire... Wow, nice. Perfectly placed ball. There you go. Oh, easy winner, and didn't take it. No power and nowhere near the edge. We had her so far off the line that you just had to go back there. But we do take the next one. 2 straight points. And then hit that long. Give that one away. Wow. And then she makes the mistake, unforced. And we lead. There's a winner. And it's 4-2. 5-2. Looking good right now. This is getting close. Oh, nice ball. Oh, but then hit it right at her. She's on the net and she's on the wrong side of it. Such an easy winner. And then, oh man, 3 straight just absolute bombs by Thurman. And it was suddenly 5-5, but she plays a really good last 2 points there. Takes the tournament. Something a little bit bigger. This is only the second such tournament. One that, there's actual competition to, because those 3 straight mini victories, they really don't count for anything. They were very, very few points involved. They were really just about fixing the form. But now with the form fixed, for the first time, or for the second time in almost 2 full calendar years, we come out with a minor victory. And of course, as noted, minor victories just don't do it. We don't get that mental uptick, just a normal week of development. Pretty surprised by the level of quality that has turned out for this tournament in Cleveland, 250 tournament. We got a wild card for this one. It came after that form started to improve, that I was like, okay, let's go ahead and get in a bigger tournament. So I accepted the wild card. First round looks winnable, but toss and save in the second round looks like a good opportunity for us to get our butt handed to us. Our rank wouldn't have changed just yet, as this is always set the week before. So what we just did in the last tournament is not reflective of where our ranking would be now. We do get out of the first round 6-4, 6-3, so it shouldn't destroy our form. But is a second round exit going to hurt us? It might. Now we have our ranking. It's 44th now following that. Urhobo at 86th, even though she's been out injured. And Rekirkova at 88th, having, I guess, given up some points that she scored at the end of last season. Only the second meeting all time. But wow, what an amazing thing that form is. We beat Kosenseva for the first time out of the 2 meetings that they've had head-to-head. 6-3, 6-4. Pretty comfortable 58% of points won. Not a single double fault in the match. Converting both break points, that's all it was. Just 2 break points for either, and we converted both of them. 37 winners to 33, so just +4. Unforced errors, +5. Total forced errors, +7. So really doing just enough, just a little bit better. Keeping it really, really clean. Well done. Thurman knocks off a high-ranked 11th ranked opponent. And that's going to absolutely keep our form high, continuing on from here. In the quarterfinals, it's Nguyen, who is just ahead of us in the rankings, who we've been up against 4 times now, having only won just once. The quarterfinal last year where we got the victory, 6-2, 6-4. Both times we've gone head-to-head this year. We came out the loser, including at Wimbledon. But that was without form. So what will form do for us this year? It's enough to squeak out a 3-set victory, 6-3, 4-6, 6-4. Just barely. +6 points total for a 52% won. 4 aces, not a single double fault again. +2 on the winners, just barely more. Unforced errors, -1. Total forced errors, +2. Just really level game. It looks like the serve might have been the slight difference in this one. Break points converted. We got there 5 times and managed to get 2. She only got there twice and got 1 of them. By the way, these days we're at 106 miles an hour on our first serve, 91 on our second serve. Really strong in short rallies. Weaker the longer it goes on, which is strange, but I suppose the simple physical ability becomes less and less relevant the better the opponent. Not impossible that we could come out of this thing with a win. I mean, for one, we've already knocked off the 1 seed, but either one of the remaining potential matches is going to be favorable necessarily. 48-24 matchup. The next one is Thurman and Keys, two of the recent targets of mine that I've scouted. Thurman is right now 60th in the rankings. Keys is 32nd. They're potential wins. They're also potential losses. At this point, having made the semifinal, we shouldn't see any drop in form. So that's the most important thing for me right now, is we worked so hard to get some form back, and suddenly Clarice has remembered how to pick up a victory. And she makes it 4 in a row now? Right? 3 in a row? Whatever it is. 6-love. 7-6, winning on the tiebreaker. A very, very close tiebreaker as well. +5 on winners. +6 on the unforced errors. +9 on the total forced errors. Just doing a really good job of not getting beat. Short rallies, slight advantage. This one is more like it. This is a little bit weaker opponent than Nagunye in terms of actual quality. And you can see here how holding out goes well for us. After winning in 3 sets, it's Madison Keys that we're going to get in the final. Our rank now, or where it was just a short while ago, puts this as a pretty balanced, even matchup. Madison Keys was the number 1 in the juniors around the same time that we were there. Have we caught up? Have we passed her? The tactical advice is that it's a better, that it's a balanced match, and that we have the better form. First time, head to head. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody other than Keys that I've looked at, because I know I've gone up against the number 1 junior from before, so I don't think it was Keys. It's our first time matching up. She has medium form. Keys 23-15 on the season. We're 40-13, with of course that mega effort to get some form going, and we've played so well since then. Chalking up 4 titles already. Can we make it 5?
15 love.
And is nearly always the case. Like, we almost never serve first. Nice little drop shot there. And it's 30-all here in this opening game.
40-30.
Ooh. She just kept that in. We were already on that side of the court, but we seemed to not anticipate where that ball was going to go. Both are thrilled, so at least we have that for a change. We're in a final and not see Clarice with a bunch of negatives in the morale side. Oh, easy winner right there. And she gets it. Great serve, but then don't have the killer instinct to finish it from there, but we do approach the net and finish it off on the next ball. Looking really good with serve right now. And win the first game. Well, first game we serve anyway. 1 game all. I'd say through that first sequence, we look the better player at the moment. Very early though.
Love 30.
Love 30. Ooh, she just gets that serve in. On the line. Trailing towards the back edge of that line. Nice. Thought we were going to go left. We come back right. Get another winner. Love 40. Chance to break and do. Ooh. Big start and an ace. Let's go. Speed it up some more. 3-1. 3 games won already, and we break her another time. 4 games won. We're going to take this first set. 5 games won. She's going to squeak one out. Maybe. She does. 5 games too, but here we are at 40 love set point. All over her in this opening set. really, really controlled the match. The 2 games that she's won, only just. The 5 games that we've won, about 4 of them were absolutely dominating. And 6-2, first set's ours. We break her in the opening game of the second set. She gets to serve first again. Just constant. Our opponent is always serving first every set. All season long. And it's 4 games, love. We are going to win this tournament. We are going to win this tournament. We break her again. It's match point, folks. It's match point. I can't believe how in control we are. She's stressed and getting tired already. It's another match point. It's 40-30. And there it is. 6-2, 6-love. Clarice. Moving up. Moving up. A 250 tournament victory. Her second career. Equaling her biggest achievement of her career to this point. Final day of August, so we are getting into the tail end of the season. Check it in on the goals, as those are obviously going to be important on how things turn out. So we are 6th in the U.S. in rankings for Thurman. She is so close to getting back into a position of potentially making it to the national team squad. I'd say about 1 spot away from that, right? Top 5 should be the 5 selected, theoretically. Grand Slam, we wanted to get round of 32. We got round of 64 in Australia. That's almost there. Top 30 for ranking. Now 33rd. That's almost there too. So Thurman is now close. For her hobo and her massive injuries, well, the ranking is just ahead of where it needs to be, but she's going to be out for another couple of months. But she did qualify for Wimbledon. She's 1 spot off her ranking for the U.S. They wanted to win 1 small tournament. She's only made a quarterfinal, so that has not been what she needed, and I worry about her sitting out 2 more months and maybe missing the entire end of the season, because her return time, the timetable on that, is right around the last week or 2 of the year. Is that enough? Or will she literally just miss and not play another day and see these fall off a little bit, not scoring any points, and see this satisfaction drop further? And as for Rekharkova, her ranking way above what was expected. She does want to qualify for a Grand Slam, and I do think we are going to achieve that. So she should come out of this with ideally a perfect satisfaction for the year. Her form has dropped off finally, though. Not a terrible thing at this stage. It would actually be better to just get her some training, really, at this point. But she's still going to play some tournaments. Yeah, so be it. It's a good thing that Rekharkova did not need to go deep into her slam, as she has been drawn against Kostanseva to open this one. And Thurman actually also a really difficult draw with the 18 seed, Anastasia Potapova. I don't think that's somebody we've been up against, but definitely not an easy draw for us. Hopefully this doesn't knock our form down by not going deep into this one. I would certainly see an opportunity for us to, really get to the round of 32 and rematch with Kostanseva, who we just beat a couple weeks ago. But otherwise, I guess that was just last week, even. But that's if we can get out of the first round. U.S. Open, this is our first time in nearly 2 years that we have any sort of actual shot of making a certain amount of progress. Getting through a few rounds, getting a little bit deep, maybe getting that mental boost. But the biggest obstacle in our way is a somewhat difficult draw, because it is a ranked opponent, but also a somewhat favorable draw because you're bound to face a ranked opponent in the early rounds. But if you have a weaker ranked opponent, such as we do, somebody who's barely in the top 20, who really doesn't have much form, if you can squeak out that victory in the difficult opener, it gives you, and by the way, we serve first for, that 1 out of 5 times, and we go and take that first game
Fault.
pretty comfortably. Looking really, really good here in this first game plus. But if you can knock off the seeded opponent, and like I said, it's one of the easier seeded opponents you're going to go up against. Not easy. I mean, we're talking about like halfway down the seedings. That's not that easy. But it's not a big name. It's not a top tier opponent, and it's not somebody who's in great form right now. Medium form is what she's in, and we do have excellent form right now. So can we translate that into a victory? If you can, it's cost and save in the third round, where you're gonna first seek your next challenge, and then from that point it's gonna get more difficult. But if you can get through a few rounds, we have every opportunity that becomes that third opportunity where we finally see an improvement in those mental attributes, the untrainable ones that have hampered Clarice for so long. The one that prevents her from having the ability to finish games off. Age is not doing it. It's not just happening naturally. It's entirely happening through experience. Here's an easy winner chance, and she got it, but it's not for the game as it was down to deuce. So now on advantage. Right out. Can you stop hitting it right down the middle, Clarice? Go to the game plan and start pulling her side to side. You're the one who's on the front foot. The first ball that she finally hits towards the edge, she hits out. And she was the one on the front foot that entire rally. Does get the game though. 2 games won. Ooh, I think that might have been an ace that we got away with not getting called, and she ends up hitting it out. Will that bite her? Does that translate to something for us? Yeah, at the moment it's not looking like it. That would have been game already. And she gets the game anyway, so no harm in what was a favorable call for us that probably was not deserved. Ooh. She's being aggressive. We do get the game though. Twice we go to the net. Win both of those points. Oh, deuce. Oh, big mistake there, though. Gives the game away. For a moment, it was looking like we could be in a position to break, but not to be. Pretty balanced. Pretty balanced game so far, though. Little love 30 advantage. Not to be on that one. 15-30. Oh, I thought we might have had the winner, and then we missed that one. Come on.
40-30.
From up love 30. Got there that time. Oh, come on. It's a close contest. 4 games all. Now 5 games 4. And now 5 games all. Are we headed for a tiebreak situation? 40 love. Game should be ours. And it is. It's 6-5. At the rate we're going, it's definitely headed for tiebreakers. No breaks at all in this opening set. And there it is, on to the tiebreak. Ooh, I thought she might have had us there, but she ends up going long on the follow-up after we just kept it in. Oh! Half an inch from getting that point. Just a hair long. Oh, and again! She goes right on the line, and then we once again go about 1 inch over. So twice we have missed that back line by the tiniest of margins. Otherwise, it would be 4-0 right now. And instead, we're looking at a very, very tight contest. We're now leading 3-2 here in the tiebreaker. Oh, that time does hit the line. We've translated this to getting on the front foot. Chance for the winner? Still not. There it is. Yes. Nice point right there. 4-2. Into the net. She tries to play it short. 6-2. I think we're going to get the set. It's set point. Yes! First set is ours.
Second set.
Into the second set. Let's go fast here. This could be to move on, or it could be to set up a decisive third set. Either way, I like the position we're in right now. Oh, had a chance to break her. Did not succeed in doing so. And now we continue on 3 games. 3. Neither one has broken at any point. Again, we can break her, and we do! There's the first break of the entire match, and it sets up, moments later, a match point and a win. We got the winner. There it is. Straight sets with the upset. Ah, I love form. Form. What a difference it makes, huh? And it's got to be more than just that physical bonus. Though, of course, that physical breakdown is the core of our strategy. So a minus versus a +2 or 3, that's a significant difference in how effective we are physically against our opponents. Rekakova did take the first set to a tiebreak, but lost. Was close in the second set, losing 6-4, but that's out. So Rekakova is out. However, as noted previously, Rekakova just needed to qualify for a Grand Slam and has finally done so. That is her first Grand Slam appearance. Yes, it's a first round exit, but she will be happy with that because all she needed was to qualify. So we can now focus on Thurman for the remainder of this one. Still not an easy second round matchup as we have Erica Andreeva, who technically enters this one ahead of us in the rankings, though of course the new rankings have us up at 33rd, so we might be a slight favorite on this one. Kostantseva knocking off Rekakova still sets up the likelihood of a round of 32 rematch with her, who we just played 1 week ago. But regardless, we've done at least a little bit to ensure that our form doesn't suddenly drop off here for the last portion of the season if we don't come out of this US Open with something. Even if we only manage to get through one more round, that alone should see our ranking solidify. It's round of 32. If you're 33rd in the rankings and you've made it to the round of 32, you're right where you should be. That's good. Technically, 33rd means we should be out in the round of 64, right? The first one out. But I think, yeah, I'd be happy with round of 32. Not too disappointed if we lose the next one. But to find out, you're going to have to wait till next time, because that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.